Oh boy, what do you do? Okay, that works. Thank you. I appreciate you adjusting for me. That worked out really good. Let's just try to do that. Yeah, okay. Welcome back, guys. What is up? So, jumping right in, today's video, I will be making a DIY copper clothing rack. I see these all the time in people's videos and on Instagram and stuff like that, and I look online and I'm like, why can I not find a rack that looks like that? And so I hop on YouTube, of course, and it is a DIY, and that is why I cannot find it online to buy. So I am going to make my own because I really want it. I like the aesthetic of it. It's really cool. It looks industrial, and I just like the color of it. And my house is very gold and white and green because I have a lot of plants, so it'll just look really nice as a backdrop. And then I can also use it to put clothing that I'm taking pictures of for my Depop and outfits when I do hauls and things like that for my YouTube.
Hello and welcome to the voiceover. Alright, first I'm going to start off by telling you what items that you'll need for the project, and then we'll get into the step-by-step. So first you'll need 4 5-foot pipes, 1/2 inch size. That's what I used, but you could use the bigger ones. So you'll need 6 T-shaped fittings and then 6 elbow-shaped fittings, and then as well you will need the cutter to cut the pipes with. So first off, I started out by just cleaning off all of the labels that were on the poles, because that would be really ugly and I wouldn't be able to get them off probably once everything was put together. So that's what I started out doing. And then I measured out 2.5 feet, and then that was going to be the 2 poles that I needed for the bottom and 1 for the top, all 2.5 feet. And then I just started out cutting off each pipe, making sure that they were the same length. I did cut one a little bit shorter than the other, and I thought that as I cut it in half that it would be equal, and they were not equal, so my measurements were just a little bit off. But anyways, so I continued washing the labels off of all of the T-shaped fittings and the elbow-shaped fittings, so that they would all be nice and clean and not have any sticky residue. Next, I measured how long that I would want the bottom to be. So I basically wanted the whole thing to only be about a foot in width. So I measured out 4 3-inch pieces, and then soon realized that I needed 2 more pieces in order to connect all 3 fittings in the bottom row, so that I'd have my 2 horizontal pipes for the shoe rack on the bottom, and then the middle T-fitting for the actual side poles. So I went back and I ended up cutting 2 2-inch pieces, and those were going to connect all of the pieces together for the actual bottom rack. It took me a few minutes to realize this. It actually took me probably more like 45 minutes to realize that I did not have enough freaking pieces in order to connect the whole thing. And then I cut myself in the process because I didn't realize how sharp the pipes would be once they were all cut. When I finally figured it out, I ended up with the 3 T fittings in the middle with the 2-inch fittings connecting the center poles, and then the 3-inch cut connecting the feet to the center poles. All in all, it took about 10 minutes once I figured out all of the cuttings, and then the process was finished, and I felt so accomplished, and it was It was a pretty easy project if I had just cut all of the initial pieces to the right size in the beginning, but hey, that's trial and error.
Oh my god. Okay, so I cannot believe how good this baby came out. I'm so excited, so proud of myself. Only took me an hour and a half to complete. I messed up a couple of times. Having 2 bars on the bottom and 1 bar on the top, I had a whole extra piece that was exactly the same length, so I was able to just fix my mistakes pretty quickly. I'm so happy with this. Like, it's gonna make an amazing backdrop for Depop, for videos to come, and I'm just so happy with how this turned out. The whole project cost me probably about like $50, which is fine because the quality of it is pretty dang good, and the fact that you can't buy that in a store is also worth it. If you just cut all your pieces to this at the start, then you will be fine. Like, I was trying to cutting them as I went, and that kind of messed me up. I was cutting the wrong size piece and I had to fix that, but aside from that, it was very good. I'm super happy with the results. I hope that you will try this DIY yourself if this is something that you're interested in. It's definitely worth it. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Thank you.